Yeehaw, let's talk about a Western. Or should we? G'day, it's Adam here again with another quick instant movie review for you. So last night I caught Frontier Crucible. This is a Western set in the 1870s in the Arizona Territory, where a desperately needed wagon full of medical supplies falls victim to an Apache attack. The only man who can guide it through is Merrick Beckford, played by Myles, Clohessy. And in order for them to get there, he'll need to enlist the help of a trio of dangerous outlaws led by Clinton, played by Thomas Jane Perch, played by Armie Hammer, and Clinton's son, Billy, who's a little bit on the edge, a bit unstable, if you will. These guys are all hell-bent on survival, so when they accidentally kill an Apache scout, all bets are off, and the survival is the name of the game. Including in this ensemble cast is William H. Macy and Mary Stickley, who plays the only female character in Valerie, an innocent lady who's out of her depths in the frontier, who also has a dying husband here with her. So this is all under the direction of Travis Mills, has writer of S. Craig Zahler, who did Bone Tomahawk, Brawl in Cell Block 99, Drag Across Concrete. He's got a huge amount of credits to his name of really good films. And this is all based off the novel, the 1961 novel by Harry Whittington. All right, let's get into it. Travis Mills. Now, this director is an interesting one. He has a production company that has been running for quite a number of years. And in 2020, he set about making 12 feature-length westerns in 12 months. And if you look at his IMDb, he has hundreds of credits to his name, which is really interesting. Of films that are like just over an hour long, so I guess they're feature-length. And yeah, so that in itself is quite interesting. So the man obviously knows how to shoot things and knows how to shoot things on a budget, because I would assume that all of these 12 films didn't have a massive budget. I also feel like, and this is not me looking at the other films, this is just me looking at this one, is that Travis Mills also has discovered the green screen, or volume, if you will. Because the opening of this film basically has some of the worst grading I think I've seen in a motion picture in quite a long time. There is a massive vista shot of the landscapes, of wagons, of all the rest of it. And then we have the 3 minutes of screen time that William H. Macy occupies in this film, where he talks to our main protagonist lays out what has to happen. This is your mission. You choose to accept it. You have to accept it. You need to do it for reasons that I won't get into. But there it is. And that's William H. Macy. I'll pick up my check over here. Thank you very much. And I'll see you later. That's my 3 hours of doing 3 minutes on film. So that's that. So don't go into this film thinking you're going to see William H. Macy in a Western for a long period of time, because it ain't gonna happen. As for everyone else, it's always lovely to see Thomas Jane on screen, and it just made me realize how how time has really aged Thomas Jane, and it certainly has in this. And he plays a really rusky, I don't think that's a word, but a really rough, prospector in this 1870s landscape. You've got Armie Hammer in it for a period of time, and he is very good. I actually, I know Armie Hammer's gone through a lot of stuff, and I know he's said a lot of things and all the rest of it, but he is a great screen presence, and I really do enjoy seeing him on the screen. Do we give him another shot? That's up to you. And then you've got poor Mary Stickley. This is her first outing on the big screen, and boy oh boy does she stick out like a sore thumb. She delivers these lines like she's reading them off a cue card, one syllable at a time. I'm sorry. I feel really bad saying that, because she is the only female in this film. She looks lovely. She's got the hairs right. It all looks really good. But her character, she cannot deliver dialogue. That's really what it comes down to. And I think if you're going to have a film that has some pretty heavy hitters in it, you know, Armie Hammer, Thomas Jane, like these guys have done the work. You know, she sticks out like a sore thumb, and it's so sad. And I can't just put it down to the dialogue, because she does not deliver it in a good way at all. Which then makes me consider, is this on the director? You know, does Travis Mills go, oh, you're okay, you look really pretty, let's put you in this movie? Because you'd think as a director you would really, you know, focus on this casting and really invest in this character, because she is quite a presence in the film. That was just a hill I've got to die on this one, because she is bad. As for everyone else, I mean, you've got Myles, Clohessy. I hope I'm saying your name right. He has been in a number of TV films and some series and stuff like that. He's pretty good. He channels a lot of you know, mystery drifter energy from sort of circa Clint Eastwood, you know, Power Rider kind of thing going on. And, you know, he's absolutely serviceable. He's a good-looking cat. He's got his, you know, 12 o'clock shadow going on. He wears a hat well. It all is working for him, and he looks good in the role. And as I mentioned, you've got a lot of cast around here that have, you know, have done time on screen and do bring it well. The problems with this film lies with a number of things. Number one, it doesn't really do anything. This film goes for 2 hours. It could have been over and done with in an hour, which is interesting because they're pretty much exactly the same as what Travis Mills has done over the past couple of years in his quest of making 12 films in 12 months in 2020. I don't think I'll get any more twos in there, but you know, most of those films only went for about an hour or so, and this is a film that feels like it's just been padded out because of the source material. Now, I haven't read the source material, but from what I understand, there is a lot of dialogue that comes straight from the book. There's a lot of scenes that come straight from the book, and it's a pretty faithful adaptation from what I understand. S. Craig Zahler, who you know, is quite well known for flushing out dialogue and characterization and all that sort of jazz, even though, you know, his films have quite a big visual impact. It does feel like that again is being done in this film, but the problem is it's just a bit boring and it doesn't do anything. You know, this is pretty much almost a chamber piece where you've got this group of people in pretty much one location, not really going very far, and then being involved in a massive torture scene, which is very horrendous. So, and that's, I guess, the part that's reminiscent of Bone Tomahawk and these other films that the writer has been involved with, is that you do have these massive torture scenes and ways that people horribly get injured and maimed and so on and so forth. So if you like a good maiming, you could go straight towards the end of this film, watch the last 25 minutes or so, and be involved in that. There is also one massive problem with this film, and that is the soundtrack. Oh my friggin' goodness me. I do not know what is going on here. If you are going to make a Western set in the 1870s, do not put a contemporary Western soundtrack in it that sounds like it's recorded by Chris Stapleton or something like that. I'm not a big Western fan, so I don't really understand, but the music sounds so current. It's ridiculous. It does not match the soundtrack or the soundscape or what we're doing in this film. You know, like, if you're going to do that, set it in modern times. Don't go back out to the 1870s and then put a current sound. It just took me straight out. I went, what is this sound? What is this music? What is happening? I couldn't even be bothered to pull up a credit. I do know who is responsible for the composing of this film. He's done The Accountant and so on and so forth. I mean, I think the composing of the soundtrack was okay, but it did not match anything that was going on with these random songs that seem to have just materialized into this movie. It's kind of like the director sat there and went, I really like, you're my mate, let's bring your music in. I'll chuck your music into the film. That's fine. Go for it. Let's go for it. Phew, don't do that. It feels a little bit the same with what's happened with poor Mary Stickley in this film. I feel like someone knew her and said, let's give Mary a crack. Ugh, don't. It just didn't. There's things that did not work. I love Westerns. I do. I'm a massive fan of a lot of Westerns. I mean, Tombstone, a big fan of. Silverado, I love. I love Dances with Wolves. I love the old John Wayne films, The Drifters. Give it to me. I'll watch it. I love it. The Magnificent Seven, sure, let's go. I even like the remake. Great stuff. The 3:10 to Yuma, one of my favorite movies. Love that. But this, what is going on? I mean, if you're going to commit to the genre, commit. Don't try and sneak in some stuff that's a little bit modern that might kind of float. No, don't do it. This had some moments where I thought this could work, but then we've got that volume at the start that doesn't match. William H. Macy picking up the check. Come on. Yeah, just disappointing, because a lot of these actors in here deserve better. And I feel like they thought they were potentially in a better film. But this film, and unfortunately it's got to sit with Travis Mills, because he is the person who is responsible for what is on screen. It is the director here. And yeah, it's extremely disappointing. This could have been great. It has moments of flourish. I'm angry with it. The poster looks good. The cast is good. Anyway, there it is. Is it worth your time? I mean, again, if you want to see a torture sequence, yeah, you can watch the last 20 minutes and enjoy your life. Or you can spend your time watching another Western, which is better than this. So unfortunately, Frontier Crucible, I'm going to have to give a 4 out of 10. I'm just disappointed. Yeah. Anyway, there it is. What's your favorite Western? I'd love to find out. Maybe I'll find a new one in all of this. Comment below, let me know, and I look forward to seeing you all next time here in my car. Good night.